Wild fucking boar. I've just seen a wild boar. Wow, wild boar. Wild fucking boar. I've just seen a wild boar. Over that way. Oh. He was on his own, walking this way. I can't go for too long because tourists that hide. Just want to just safe. Because it was a big male. I'll walk up a little bit further. I definitely saw him. Spend a little while sat here before going back to the car, and then we're going to go into town and hopefully see a toot-toot train. Toot-toot. Okay, so we've had a bit of lunch, and now obviously got my camo on, still quite light, and going to be looking for the wild boar. Obviously if I see something else I won't complain. If I see a fox in there, then I will be happy. Gosh, I'll be extremely happy, but you get what you get.
The wild boar is one of the most dangerous animals in the UK. They will attack if they are protecting offspring. Female wild boars, sows, are known to be fiercely protective of their piglets. If they perceive a threat to their young, they may become aggressive and charge or attack to defend their offspring. Wild boars are territorial animals, especially adult males. They can become aggressive when they feel their territory is being infringed upon by humans or other animals. But the wild boars have unpredictable behavior, making it challenging to anticipate their actions. They might appear calm for one moment but become agitated or defensive instantly. They have speed and strength. Adult wild boars are mighty and can run surprisingly fast. Their speed of 25 miles per hour, combined with a jump of 140 to 150 centimeters and sharp tusks, can make them formidable if they charge. Wild boars have long, sharp tusks that they use for digging, rooting for food, as well as defense. These tusks can cause serious injuries if they strike a person or animal.
See him. I'm hoping you can see that. I'm trying to get you close with safety in mind. There you go. Piggies.
These animals are primarily nocturnal, meaning they are most active during the night, which makes them elusive and challenging to spot. Wild boars typically live in groups called sounders, consisting of sows and their piglets. Adult males are often solitary.
I walked all that way, and they were right next to the car park. now Sunday morning. And it's time for breakfast. Dora's already had her breakfast. She didn't even wait for me. Love you. Coffee, and then we'll start going out. It is a beautiful morning. And it's just time for breakfast. So last night, this was the place I'd seen the piggies. They were all in here, and I wouldn't have heard them if one of them didn't kick up a fuss. And they were all in here.
The 13th century boars were introduced to the royal forest of Dean as a source of food for the royal court. In the 20th century, wild boars disappeared from the forest due to overhunting and habitat loss, but they were later reintroduced in the mid-1990s by farmers. Many escaped and some were dumped. There are few places in the UK that have boar, but the Forest of Dean has the largest population. In regions where wild boar populations are not naturally regulated by predators, their numbers can increase unchecked, potentially leading to imbalances in the ecosystem. Wild boars are omnivores and feed on a variety of foods, including acorns, roots, insects, small mammals, and even carrion. Normally the breeding season, or rut, usually occurs in late autumn, resulting in the birth of piglets in the spring. However, due to the boars in the Forest of Dean have been reintroduced from a breeding farm. They have been mixed with Tamworth pigs, which doesn't have a breeding season. So they can have a few litters a year. A sow can have a large litter of piglets, sometimes exceeding a dozen. This has led to the population being now controlled by culling a few 100 a year, as they have both positive and negative impacts on the ecosystem. I don't agree with this, as humans have had mainly a negative impact on the ecosystem and no one is culling us. However, I did ask for more information about this and was told it is a German company that handles the hunting, and I can confirm that they do use the meat. Not to sound grim, but I would prefer that rather than killing with the body not being used. At least it's more like a wild farm.
Good stuff around, isn't it? You know what, you can see it gets side on it. Good spot, that.
Negative impacts. Crop damage. Wild boars can be significant agricultural pests. They feed on crops such as corn, wheat, and potatoes, causing damage to farmers' livelihoods. Habitat degradation. While their rooting behavior can create openings for some plants, it can also lead to soil erosion and damage to sensitive habitats, including wetlands. Disease transmission. Wild boars can carry diseases that can be transmitted to livestock and, in some cases, to humans. One example is bovine tuberculosis, TB. Traffic accidents. Wild boars can pose a hazard to road users as they may cross roads, especially during the night, increasing the risk of traffic accidents. Human-wildlife conflict. Encounters with wild boars in urban or suburban areas can lead to human-wildlife conflicts, as they may raid garbage cans, damage property, or pose a threat to pets. Positive impacts. Wild boars can help promote biodiversity by creating a disturbance in the forest floor when they root for food. This disturbance can create openings for other plant species to grow and provide a habitat for a variety of insects and small animals. Wild boars, unbeknownst to them, are nature's gardeners. They munch on fruits and later spread the seeds through their feces, aiding in the regeneration of plant species. They are opportunistic scavengers, and their consumption of carrion, also known as the decaying flesh of dead animals, can help prevent the spread of disease by reducing the number of carcasses in the environment.
Do have a plan tonight. I'm going to take Dora for a wee, and I'm going to set up the trap cam over there, because last week that's where I seen them having a little bit of a dip. Once Dora's gone for a wee, a sheeting I'm going to put on here between those two posts, overlooking that area. Hopefully, although I'm not sure if I will be lucky or not, might be able to see the wild boar tonight, and plus I can sit in a shelter underneath, not getting wet.
Here you can see the boar have been wallowing in the mud. Mud can help regulate their body temperature. When they coat themselves in mud, it acts as a natural sunscreen, protecting them from the sun's harsh rays and helping to cool them down as the mud evaporates. Mud also acts as a physical barrier against parasites like ticks and mites. It can also help to suffocate or dislodge these parasites, keeping the boars cleaner and healthier. Once they are covered in mud, they will use the trees nearby to remove the parasites from the skin. Covering themselves in mud can act as a form of camouflage, making it harder for predators to spot them. The mud helps to break up their scent and appearance, making it easier for them to blend into their surroundings. Wild boars have a keen sense of smell, and by rolling in mud, they can mask their own scent, making it more challenging for predators to detect them. This can be particularly useful when avoiding predators. Wallowing in mud can be a social activity for wild boars. It provides an opportunity for individuals within a group to bond, communicate, or establish dominance hierarchies.
Baby cat. Here you go.